couple of friends.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. My Plexus story is totally a health testimony, and I just want to let everybody know that the story I'm going to tell, it is not a cure for anything that I have, but it is amazing how Plexus has changed my life, and it could be your story or not, so I'll start there. A couple years ago I got really sick, and I was down to actually 85 pounds, and that's where my story's different. And I was seeing a whole bunch of doctors in our area, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And I remember sitting on my bed, and hey, God, you gotta give me a miracle. I don't know what to do. I had symptoms that were just crazy. There was days my husband had to dress me because I had such severe joint pain. I always joke that he probably misses that sometimes. There's that, and I suffered with so many different random things. Well, when they sent me to Seattle, it's a 4-hour drive from our home, I went to a research hospital called Virginia Mason over there, and they found out I had rheumatoid arthritis and a tumor on my brain. And so, needless to say, I had to start some steroids that I was doing monthly. They were, sorry, I'm so nervous. I hope I can remember it all. With my depression, I had been on antidepressants pretty much my whole life. Since my mid-teen years, I've had just bad health overall. Well, they were going to start me on methotrexate, which is a form of chemotherapy, and I remembered this little crazy pink juice that I had heard about. Well, I was like,
wonder what that was.
I know. But I was also nursing a baby at the time because she was very little. And I thought, well, I'll try this stuff and see what it does. After about 3 days on this product, I was noticing a difference in my moods more than anything. And between 9 to 12 days, the pain that I was noticing was gone, more so than ever before, because I was in pain constantly. Well, I also have problems with my thyroid and PCOS, and my aha moment was when my sister-in-law Stacy, who's here with me tonight too, we did a vendor event, and I used my own supply of Slim. Well, that actually ran out, and I thought, oh, I can get it later, not a big deal. And so I waited, and that next day, I couldn't believe the amount of pain I was in. It only took a day of not having my product that I was like, I had the worst flare-up ever. So I got back on it, and I have continued. I am now no longer taking any antidepressants. I had migraine headaches constantly. No longer have to deal with those. And my rheumatoid arthritis, I've only had 3 flare-ups in the last year and a half that I had to do steroid treatments. One of the huge blessings also is that when you're underweight, when you're 85 pounds, a lot of people don't understand. They'll say, oh, I wish I was that small. No, I struggle with the self-confidence issues that many of you do. This is a joke too. When you have to be shopping in the little kids department and you're buying princess undergarments, it ain't fun. So, we have our struggles too. And so I'm definitely now healthy, and I'm stabilizing my weight. One other crazy thing is I have PCOS, which some of you are familiar with, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so I have fertility problems. We do have 4 children. 3 of them were fertility babies. And during my whole medical mess of everything, I started metformin up after my 3rd baby, and I bled for an entire year. This was during the course of everything else going on. And it was miserable. They were going to do a hysterectomy on me, and they decided to go with a DNC, and I ended up pregnant with our miracle baby. I call her our baby number 4. And then convention comes last year, and I didn't want to start metformin again. I wasn't going to go through that. That was just miserable. So I thought, okay, I've heard that this pink drink can do other things too. I'll wait it out, let's see what happens. August, I started a cycle. I don't have cycles, guys. Never. And I had a cycle. I've had a regular cycle ever since. And I get to add to my testimony. So, okay. And I'm really...
Let's have a little drum roll. You may see this coming. Yeah, a little drum roll. We're going to come down here for a special reason right now because she has something that she wants to say. Isn't your husband right over here?
Yes, he is right over here.
Okay. Would you please stand, sir? I don't think he knows this, does he?
No, he does not.
Why don't you tell him right now?
Honey, we're expecting baby number 6.
What does Plexus do for families? Give them a hand. He didn't know. Isn't that great? Congratulations, you two. And thank you for being our Pleximony today. God bless you guys. You just come back out there.